Jesus, this is gonna drive me nuts. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I want to go over the parts that we're going to be installing on the car in the next couple days. I contacted Surgeline today. They're getting me the base tune so that way we're able to actually install all of this and drive the car up until our Pro Tune on the 24th. So we've got the ETS front mount intercooler with all the piping that we'll go over, the Cobb boost controller, the Cobb 1050cc injectors. I also have the Killer Bee oil pan, windage tray, and pickup coming, but for some reason they're still not here. It's been almost 2 weeks since I ordered those parts, so it'd be really nice to actually get those in. Anyways, I say we just jump right into it. I'm gonna move the camera up here and we'll start running through everything on the table. It'll be a grand old time. So, running through some of the parts we got. We have our first box here, which is our Cobb injectors. These are 1050cc. So what Cobb sends you in the box is really two things. So we have our injectors themselves and the pigtail adapters. I didn't want to repin any of my wiring in my engine bay, and these are like $20 more than the ID 1050s. So I wanted the Cobb ones just to save myself a little bit of hassle when I'm in the engine bay plugging away at everything. So these will make life a lot easier. And the injectors themselves are pretty standard. I don't want to open up the bag quite yet just because I don't want any contamination getting on any of the injectors before I put them in the car. But these are your standard Cobb 1050cc injectors. They're relatively nice looking, to be honest. They're some of the more quality ones. I'm pretty sure these are just rebranded ID injectors. I'm not entirely sure. If someone else knows, drop a comment below so that way we get some clarification. But I'm pretty sure these are just rebranded IDs. But hey, they look good and they'll get the job done. I also bought the company 23 quick disconnect for the fuel lines. I didn't want to sit there and hassle some of these fuel lines when I was going through and trying to install these injectors. So this will make a world of difference when going through. This tool is like $10 on Subi Speed, I think I got it. I don't remember where I got this one, but great tool to use, great tool to have in the future whenever we do fuel line upgrades. So save yourself some time, buy the company 23. Let's knock out this other Cobb box real quick. If your car is tuned, I'm assuming you have one of these regardless if it's a WRX, STI, something else of the sort. But this is our 3-port boost controller. Straightforward, it's a 3-port boost controller. Got your electrical plug, the 3 ports for the vacuum lines. Cobb's nice, they send you a little bit of vacuum line with it as well. That one will be a simple install. I'm not going to go too in depth on that one, but they give you the boost controller, some vacuum line, and some vacuum line? Vacuum line? No line. They give you some vacuum line and some zip ties as well to clean it up, and a couple of little bolt and a washer as well, so you can bolt on that boost controller. So really easy one. This is not one that we want to spend a lot of time talking about. It's a boost controller. Boost controller. It's a straightforward part. It's not a fun one. But the real fun one that we want to jump into, let's talk intercoolers. So, well, I guess this is the oil drain valve, the Fumoto one for the oil pan that I haven't gotten yet, which I would really like to get. So we'll throw that on the oil pan when we actually get it. But let's jump to the fun stuff of the actual intercooler itself. So we have the ETS 3.5-inch front core with the black wrinkle piping, stock location turbo, and stock blow-off valve. The reason that I wanted to get this, which I totally agree with you if you're a Subaru guy and you're saying, well, the front mount intercooler is pointless on a stock turbo. Trust me, I agree, but it's going to keep my IATs down a lot more than that heat-soaked top mount will. And it'll also give us room for improvement for the next set of upgrades that we're going to be doing. And relatively the next 6 months or so, I'd like to do headers and uppipe and 20G. We're still on a stock engine, so I'm not trying to push it too hard quite yet. So this will open up more room for improvement in the future, but let's get into looking at this core. This thing is absolutely beautiful. So this thing is heavy also. Not as light as I would have anticipated, but it's so beautiful. Who doesn't want a front mount? It'll make the car look a lot more aggressive. It'll keep our IATs down, and it's going to open up a lot more power for us in the future. This one is rated to, I believe, 500 horsepower. I'll drop the link for all these parts down in the description. I bought all of this off of Brian from the Mod Garage, so he's a great guy to order your parts through. Funny story is I actually ordered this kit. For some reason I got WRX piping, which if the WRX piping is a lot shorter than the STI because you've got that small twin scroll turbo mounted down low right off the headers. So I looked at the piping, I was like, something just ain't right here. Got in contact with him, he got the situation taken care of in like 2-3 days, and I had the STI intercooler piping at my house from ETS. Then again, ETS is also in Vancouver, which is about 2 hours south of me, so I would hope that shipping would be relatively quick, but they got the situation resolved very fast, to be honest. So this core is absolutely beautiful. I didn't want to get any finish on it. I didn't want the black anodize or paint. Just went with the basic black stencil in the front of it. I'm really excited to get this one on the car. I think it's going to make the front end of the car look a lot more mean with that splitter, the blacked out headlights that we got going on. So I'm excited to throw this on, but the core itself is really beefy, as you can see. I still have the cardboard on the backside, but this will be a good install to throw on. So setting that guy aside, if I don't throw it. They also were very generous with couplers. So we got 4 of these 3-inch couplers for all of the piping. We have the throttle body reducer, and then we got one 90-degree elbow for the turbo. So I believe this is 2-inch on this side and 3-inch on this side, which kind of makes it look a little funny. Wish they were both 3-inch, but bigger turbo in the future. Alright, jumping into the piping. As you can see on the table earlier, I went with the wrinkle black. I think the wrinkle black looks the best. I think it's simple, and I don't think it'll be too flashy in the engine bay. Press Plus, for the price, you just can't beat it. So we got 4 pieces of piping here. This is the one, obviously, that's going to connect to the throttle body, blow off valve, and then go down to the front of the car. So we have this awkward looking one, which is the weirdest. And then we also have 4 of these guys down here. Another piece of charge pipe, which this one goes, I think, from the intercooler up. Not too sure, but we'll figure out location wise once we start installing everything. This one, oh boy. This one definitely goes from the intercooler. So this one's gonna go from the intercooler up into the passenger side, I believe. I'm not sure. These are some really funny bends in these pipes. They look really great, and the wrinkle black finish feels nice. Also on your hands, if that's something that you're into. I'm not particularly too into textures. This one goes somewhere else. But we've got another piece of intercooler piping. The quality on this stuff is top notch, for being honest. Like, it smells like quality. I was considering some other brands of intercoolers, but I was looking at top mounts as well. The only top mount that I was really considering was the ETS one as well. I was looking at Grimspeed, but I don't like the fact that with Grimspeed you need to buy the hood shroud and the Y piping separate. Like, make it a single kit and keep the price somewhat relative to what your competitors are doing. But that's aside from the point. This front mount, great deal. I highly recommend getting this ETS one. I'm really excited to see what it'll do to our IATs. Another thing that I really like about the ETS one is they provide a bung on it right up here for speed density as well. So if you want to swap to speed density but you're still on stock turbo for whatever reason that you'd want to, you have the opportunity or the ability to do so if you so choose. But that about wraps it up for these 4 parts. I don't want to take too much time going in depth with these. But I'm excited to see what they'll do in the dyno, and this will be an interesting install. We're probably going to be installing these this coming weekend, and at least the front mount and the injectors. I might wait on the boost controller until right before the tune, just so we're not getting any crazy boost spikes. But with all this and what's done to the car already, I'm big on reliability. I do not want my car to blow up. I mean, I kind of do, just so I can get a built block, but just give me a reason to spend more money, I guess, right? But I'm big on reliability when it comes to Subarus. I've got the oil pan on order. I've already got the air oil separator, the beefier radiator, and some other supporting mods. It's just going to help with the longevity of the car. It's my daily driver, so I mean, if it blows up, I'm kind of SOL. I guess I can go get a Camry or something, but I don't want a Camry. I don't want a Camry. Not that I have anything against Camrys, but I don't want a Camry. So that wraps up going through all of the parts that that wraps up our unboxing for all the parts that we have going on the car. I'm really excited to get these thrown on, as I've been saying. thanks for swinging by the channel again, everyone. If you like the video, give me a like. If you haven't already, help me out with a sub. We're going to start throwing these parts on the next 2-3 videos or so. We're going to be playing around with the drone some more. So if you like the drone video, let me know, and I'll keep doing some drone stuff. It was fun flying that thing around. I flew it over my house around Puyallup a little bit, and it's a nifty little guy. It's a nifty little guy. So thanks for swinging by, everyone. Appreciate the time. Give me a like, give me a sub if you haven't already, and you like what we do. Aside from that, peace out.